Okay, it says we're live. Fingers crossed we are live. As I mentioned in the Friday art therapy session, the software that I use, which is called StreamYard, was really not wanting to sync up with the Facebook group. It kept saying the connection was lost. So I'm just going to double check that I am live inside the group because I think I fixed it. Maybe. I know that I'm going to be live on the profile and also, yay, okay, it's working. Yeah, great, okay. So I am hoping everyone who joins is able to see no matter where they are. So could be on my profile, in the group. Hello, I'm betting that is Sandra with me. Or Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth, welcome. So let me see if I can share this link in the event. I don't think I can. Well, the important thing is we're live. I'm very glad. So hello and welcome to this Monday Masterclass. Elizabeth, you're so welcome. I actually sent you a DM, so you might want to check your messenger. Hey, Stacey, welcome. I'm very excited for your project that's going to be in 2 hours, I think. Is that correct? Yes, 2 hours, because it's 10 a.m. your time. I'm getting so good at these time zones. So good. Hello to everybody who is watching. Please say hi in the comments. I'd love to know who is joining me. Hello, Wendy. Is that Wendy? You're a postal orphan, right? I keep mixing it up. I'm nearly certain, but I could be messing it up. I wonder where Sandra is. So how is everybody? Are you excited for this week coming? Yeah, okay, so I'm glad. I'm glad that I remembered your name, Wendy, your nickname. I keep having to make a mental note. That is Wendy, don't forget. So how is everyone? Have you done your Friday art therapy project that we did with the watercolors? I was looking at them today because I'd set them under some heavy books just so I could flatten them out a wee bit. And I was like, I don't know if I want to draw over these, but could be a lot of fun down the line. I also actually found another Art by Marlene art journal, fully like brand new in packaging. So that's going to be a giveaway at some stage too. But it doesn't have a pocket. It is watercolor paper still. It is really, really good. Really good quality. Oh yeah, it was Independence Day yesterday. Happy Independence Day, folks. So I will figure out when to do this giveaway. Can you guys see? I think I have this journal over there. We've done some color meditations in it before. But yeah, I think that and a paint palette might be a good giveaway just because it's going to be my birthday soon. And I would like to just share in the love and art supplies. Yeah, that's great. I'm sure a lot of people are off unless you work for yourself. Then Stacey and I are going to be live. So who else is with us so far? I've got Wendy and Stacey, and Elizabeth liked it. So I'm saying hi, Elizabeth. I am just going to launch in because I know you know who I am, but in case anybody's watching the replay on YouTube, my name is Claire. I'm an art therapist and mindset coach, and I love working with soul-aligned creative souls. Hey, Megan, welcome. Welcome. Hello. I love your hair, Megan, by the way. I don't know if I've ever told you that, but I love it. So these soul-aligned creative souls who are compelled to kind of grow and heal and work through their nonsense so that they can actually like thrive in life. They may be looking for a shift, maybe feeling stuck, stagnant, desperately want some sort of a change. They want success. They want to find a balance in their lives. And I help them to reclaim their time, their sanity, their energy by simplifying, by eliminating stress from their lives, working on like a clear plan of action and providing strategic cheerleader support that is absolutely necessary to get where you want to be. Like I wouldn't be where I am without therapists and coaches helping me along the way. And if you watch this video and decide that you would be interested in learning more about either the art therapy or mindset coaching, I'd love to help you realign with your values and your life goals, just to make sure that you are living your dream life and you're not just existing day to day, because that is just not something I want you to be doing. I want you to live. I want you to thrive. I want you to enjoy your days. Even when you've got flare-ups, I want you to be able to accept them and realize that tomorrow's going to be a new day and things will get better, right? I want you to find a path to recovery through the 8-week Dare with Claire program. And I really would be thrilled to chat with you on like a 15-minute free call. You can visit clairedb.com/book to book that call. And I would absolutely love to meet you. So today I want to talk about surrendering. I know that a lot of us can struggle with control. We feel like we need to control, and it's not a conscious thing. We do it, and then we're like, well, why did I do this, and why was this necessary for me to do? Like, whatever it is, allowing life to happen and accepting the destiny of things, like what's going to happen, can be quite difficult to do. And to allow things in life to really have the freedom to go with the flow, a lot of kind of energy and self-work is required. And it's really important that you have goals in life. I think it is personally. If you want to just exist day to day, that's fine. But if you want to thrive in life, you have to set goals. And these goals can change you as a person. And depending on what goals you have, you can accomplish projects, you can find yourself, you can get what you need, what you want, and a whole lot more. You deserve it. Like, you really should go for it. And it is true that having goals can really take you to a place of having a true purpose and a direction in life. And it might take a while for you to figure out what those are, but you'll get there. And if things don't go as you have planned, what is really important is that you're able to accept it and continue what you're doing. In setting goals, you really find that you need to be patient and trust that what is for you will come at a time whenever you're actually ready to accept it. And like, there are some goals that may take you a few years before you're able to achieve. Like, I've goals that I've set that I'm like, okay, that might take 10 years, but I've set the goals, and I've also set the mini goals around it to get me on that path to the bigger goal that I might achieve in my mid 40s, right? And I want to know, what would happen if you surrender? Like, what would happen internally? You can leave a comment below. How would you feel? Like, say in a next argument with your spouse, if you just accepted what they were saying because their feelings are valid and you just surrendered. I would be so fascinated to know, because it took me a while to be able to get to that place. And you'll find that whenever you are prepared to give up or surrender, that you'll learn a lot about yourself. Like, it's not going to be the end of the world if you surrender. Like, that was the biggest thing that I learned. And once you surrender, you have the chance to do things in life that are good for you, if that makes sense, right? Once you learn to have that kind of acceptance in your heart, it becomes so much easier to accept so many things. Like, so many things. Like, someone getting your order wrong at a restaurant, that might piss the living life out of somebody and they may lose their absolute mind, but you will find that you're like, no, that's okay, these mistakes happen, go on ahead. Like, I'm such an understanding person now that it annoys people. Like, that's what you get. And I can completely relate to that, Stacey, that some things are harder to surrender than others. Absolutely. But say, for instance, like, I'm trying to think back, like, if you're chasing your ideal man, or you're looking for somebody, ideal man or woman, excuse me, you have a chance there to meet, entertain, and be entertained by other people. With your experiences, you're going to be able to truly value another person and how to handle your future partner. And surrendering really works when people are tired of feeling the need to control all the time. Do you know what I mean? You have the option to change what you're doing every day. Yes, Wendy, it does. It definitely does. It's like water off a duck's back eventually. But I didn't get to that place until I was tired of feeling like I was, sorry, I nearly swore, constantly fighting. And whenever I learned to accept things, there was just this calm stillness. And it takes work on. Yes, Megan, that makes me so happy. Surrendering to your own feelings and needs and feeling your feelings and needs, it's so important. You deserve to feel your feelings. It's important to feel your feelings and not just eat them. And yeah, hey Becca, welcome. Yeah, they're new, so it's okay. This is the second one, don't worry. And yeah, that happens whenever we're dealing with a lot of trauma and anxiety and even depression, like because you feel so out of control. Whenever I got sick, I developed these OCD symptoms because I felt like I was so out of control. I couldn't control my feelings. I couldn't control X, Y, and Z. So all the flipping tins in the cupboard had to be facing the same way. Everything had to be in tubs and have labels on it. No, I couldn't give two flips. I really couldn't. But I was so tired because feeling the need to control and constantly fight, that's exhausting. It's feelings of intense anxiety, which, as you know, because I've said it a million times, can elicit the flight or fight response. That's physically exhausting to your body. So if you're not happy with the way you've been needing to control things recently, then surrendering it's a good option. And there are signs, of course, that you may need to surrender. Like if you're confused on what to surrender, here are some different signs that you might not want to forget or miss out on. If you are experiencing stress a lot, if you feel like you are always stressed, quote unquote, that's an indicator that you really need to give up control in some areas. Don't matter what age you are, you should find enough time in your day to enjoy and not worry about the stuff that you don't have control over. And even if you have control over it, you have got the choice of whether you use that control. If various people are affected by your need to control, like family members, there's nothing wrong with wanting to surrender that need, especially if you see the effect that it has on other people. Like if you want a peaceful life, you can learn how to sacrifice certain... Oh my God! I think that was a bird flying into the window and that frightened the living life out of me. Oh my God. Oh, poor pigeon. I bet you it was. Oh, my heart. Okay, I need my heart to slow down. Just a minute. Whew. Oh my goodness. So if you want a peaceful life, you really can learn to sacrifice certain things and choose the best things for you to do or what you really want. Time may not be on your side. Yes, Stacey, that is absolutely true. So if time has become unmanageable to you, like people tell me all the time that they have no time. I'm like, no, you have got the time to achieve everything you need to achieve in your day. It is the way you use that time that is the problem. Sorry, Becca. It was bloody terrifying. Oh, my heart is still pounding. That was so scary. Okay. So you have the time. You just need to restructure and reorganize the tasks. I'm still like, I need a drink of water, but I don't have any. Do I have water? No, I have zero water. I had a bottle of water somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Oh man, it frightened the life out of me. Oh, my eyes as well. Oh, Jesus. Excuse me. Okay, I'm coming back. I'm back. So There are other signs that you may need to surrender, okay? Not just like time, other people being affected and feeling like you're stressed all the time. But you may feel like everything's fallen apart and that you can't do anything but to accept it. And like there's a chance that there are certain people in your life that contribute to this need to control things all the time. And you may need to set boundaries and things around those people. If you are interested in any of that or you want to talk more about that, DM me on Facebook, because I'm more than happy to chat to you about setting those kinds of boundaries with people. I know it can be very difficult, but I'm more than happy to talk to you about that. So how do we surrender? Journaling and meditating are fantastic ways to help you get through this process so much faster. So number one, identify what triggers in you the deep need for control. Like, are you anticipating a certain reaction about something you're doing or an event that has occurred, which leads you to needing to control how the cupboards look, for example, like as a manifestation of your anxiety. Mine was a manifestation of the fact that my body was failing me. I was having seizures and I didn't know what was going on. The doctors didn't know what was going on. And thankfully, my mum noticed these signs and I got to see a doctor early, right? And I got those things sorted. But another thing could be jealous of another person's success. So that leads you to needing to control other areas. Maybe you are emotionally eating. Again, that's me. I like to eat my feelings sometimes, okay? I'm not happy about it, but it happens. Are you stressing about the future? So if you relate to any of those, grab your journal and figure out, like, what am I afraid of if I let go of control? And like I have taught you many other times and in our journaling workshop that's available inside the Facebook group in the guides, I want you to continually ask why to every answer you give after what am I afraid of? Why? Why? Just ask why 5 times. That is called a drill down, and you will really get to some really deep answers. And it is an incredibly effective way of really getting to the core of your issues. And I wish I knew that when I was a teenager. I really do. So the second part is to brain dump all of your emotions, everything that's coming up whenever you're working through this, like fear, anger, sadness, judgment. All of these kind of negative feelings can come up whenever we feel like we need to control. And it's important that you recognize what's going on. One of the first steps to overcoming it is actually acknowledging that it's there. Number 3, you can choose to deal with it at a later date if it's not something that you should be thinking about right now. So my favorite thing to say, or like remind myself of when I realize I'm worrying about things that are in the future, is we will cross that bridge when we come to it, because plans change and outcomes are rarely as we expect them to be. So it's kind of vital for your own sanity that you are in a place where you can be flexible enough to roll with the punches, okay? Because it is exhausting to fight. I think John Kabat-Zinn said this wonderful thing, or wrote this wonderful thing, is like, why fight the waves when you can easily learn to surf? So number 4, like I covered in our challenge a couple of weeks ago, what we want to have the ability to do whenever we have these intense emotions about things is have like a 50-foot bird's eye view of the entire situation. So not only do you see your actions as they happened, but it's also so much easier to see things from the other side and how the other person was potentially feeling. Like you're essentially putting the shoe on the other foot. And that can really help you to notice, like, oh, I didn't need to feel a certain way about this. That was not what was intended. That was not blah, blah, blah. This is actually from me experiencing something a couple of weeks ago. You know, there are so many things, and it can take a wee while to get to that point, but you can get there. You really can. Number 5, accept that nothing in life is guaranteed. Sometimes it can be tricky to shift from controlling every aspect to surrendering, but meditation is one of the things that really can help you. And I would highly recommend, I know that a lot of you are all, most definitely, notebooks. Get some notebooks. You'll love them. I have so many notebooks for these things. So many journals. Oh my goodness. So I know that I think most of you have got the Insight Timer app, but it is one of my favorites, or even Spotify or YouTube, and literally type in surrender meditation. If you are struggling with control and that's your main issue right now, I would recommend listening to it each night as you go to sleep for at least a week. Ideally, like 30 days would be fantastic. And doing a little journaling every time you feel like that deep need to control, or these kinds of emotions that you recognize, if you feel them arise, then I would recommend you journal at that time, because it just gets it out of your head, gets it out of you, and it is a good way to release that energy, right? Stop fighting for that dream life. You need to stop fighting it. You can enjoy the process. You can release that anxiety. And an amazing thing happens whenever you aren't anxious all the time is you actually gain more energy, because your body isn't so exhausted in the fight or flight mode. That is probably one of the main reasons any spoonie should be meditating every day and working on themselves, because you can gain more friggin' energy. It was so incredible, and it was truly life-changing for me. That was the point whenever I was able to go from being bedbound to housebound, right? It was what made me go on from that to being able to launch my business. All of the meditation, my body was no longer fighting the waves. I was slowly learning to surf. You can step into your power and harness your powerful creative capabilities when you're not a wound up, anxious, controlling mess all the time like I was. You can simplify the strategies that you're using for managing your time and energy, and you don't even need to be a spoonie. Like, exhausted mums can be feeling this, and you can reach your goals so much quicker. And with all of those things, you're going to be able to enjoy life and savor it for all of the beautifulness that it is. And if you're ready to finally step into that ease, that creative flow and abundant joy without the need to control, yes, Stacey, yes, every single day, sometimes twice or 3 times, depending on how I'm feeling. You can DM me on Facebook or book that free 15-minute call through clairedb.com/book, because you are so capable of that calm and happy life that you have been dreaming of. You just need to be pointed in the right direction and taken through the steps, right? But it doesn't have to take you like 5 or 6 years like it took me. This can all be done in 8 weeks. It really can. And your dream life, it's within reach. And as your coach, like, your success is my success, and I am truly dedicated to getting you the results that you desire. And together we will create a picture of your absolute dream, your ideal life without any limits. Like, whenever you remove the limits from your mind, you will be so surprised at what you can achieve. So you can stop playing small and step into your true potential as that abundant creative soul that you are, right? I want you to be able to radically shift your intentions and your outcomes, and increase your ability to powerfully co-create your own dream life with the support you need without just existing, right? And I'm so excited to get in touch with you, and I can't wait to talk to you. Yeah, Megan, I can completely understand that. Yeah. Well, I would start journaling on why the control is there, why the anxiety is there, and just keep asking yourself why. And I find that the best time to do this kind of journaling work is actually whenever you're not in that intense anxious state, whenever you are maybe relaxed in front of the TV with a cup of tea, whenever you're, oh, thank you, Stacey. Thanks so much. Whenever you are Sorry, I don't know why my screen's so high today. Whenever you're in that mode, maybe you've just created some artwork. Whenever your brain is in that alpha mode where you are relaxed, that way you can access a lot more of your subconscious, and it makes the process easier instead of having to like fight it, which it can feel if you're attempting to journal when anxious. Because whenever you're anxious and you're in fight or flight mode, all the blood is being drawn away from your internal organs, and that affects your ability to think. So it's very important that you can relax enough to work through these things. And yeah, I am so grateful to have you all here. Thank you so much for watching this Monday. Please go ahead and book that call if you would like to get chatting to me. And I will be chatting to you all in the DMs and in the Facebook group. If you're watching on YouTube, please join us. The link is below in the description. And again, I hope you have a great week. I will see you guys on Friday. Stacey, I will see you in a couple of hours for your live. Yay! Can't wait. So have a good week, everyone. I will be chatting to you all soon. Bye.